Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
You're alive, just so you knows.
So quit saying all that racist, homophobic, sexist stuff.
Yeah, Wes. What?
Jesus Christ is your what?
Oh, man. I didn't fall asleep Saturday night until 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
My God.
Oh man, we could have played more.
No way.
I was real tired when we started, so I had 2 cups of coffee while we were doing it, and then I was
You
playing
was
some
all
Call
hyper.
of Duty with Crazy Killer afterwards, and then just couldn't fall asleep.
Everlasting gobstoppers.
For
What are those? What are gobstoppers?
What? They're jawbreakers.
The what?
What?
Never seen Willy Wonka.
Well, I mean, you've never been to a candy store?
No, I mean,
You've never been to the
Harry Potter land.
We only have German chocolate.
With German chocolate, it's all that matters, right?
It's a hard candy. It's a fruit-flavored hard candy. With
Gunta
multiple
knows
layers.
what's up. Ah, gotcha.
Gunta is here.
It's not the kind of jawbreaker Gunta likes. Lord. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Getting a little sleepy. So that's why we got a short podcast tonight.
Yeah.
You got court in the morning, Pascal?
Mm-hmm. Since we're live, I can't really disclose, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I figured as much. I assume you can say you're going to court, though.
Yeah.
For your civil crimes.
It's part of the job, man. Wes can sing a song of that. How many times he had to go? It's ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah. There's a lot of thieves out there.
TJ too. No, Lexington.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Lexington's fucking cool.
Yeah. They do everything for you there.
Yeah, they fuck. Everybody goes to trial, and we never even get invited.
That's okay. Frankfurt's cool too. You have to go to every goddamn court case, but when you get up there, the county attorney, like this whole informal thing before the judge comes in, the county attorney will sit up there in front of everybody and tell them, "Don't fuck around with me because I'll send you to jail for the max." He makes deals and shit, but you can hear him cussing people out up there, and it's just like, damn.
Richmond don't care either. Richmond walks up there and they have a trial by court. So you can have your trial by jury if you want it, but if it's your trial date or if it's your court date and you go up there and you don't show up, they're like, all right, trial by court. How does defendant plea? Defendant didn't enter a plea. Okay, guilty. Issue a warrant.
Yep.
My God damn.
Not fucking around.
Small town justice.
That's how it's supposed to be. You don't show up, you're guilty.
Damn, Trump. That was a little harsh.
Trump? No,
You don't show up, you're guilty.
Yeah, I mean, in our case, most of them are guilty, so.
Fuck most. All right. I guess we can get around to rolling this thing out here.
Jeans, boots with
5, 4, 3.
Hello, you turkeys, and welcome to episode 41 of the SideQuest Gaming Podcast, a weekly podcast where a group of longtime friends get together and shoot the shit about video games, television, movies, and all kinds of other cool pop culture nerd shit. I am your host. My name is Wes, and as always, I am joined by Pascal.
What up?
TJ.
What's going on?
And the Zach.
Yo, yo.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, nothing. Just recovering from the late weekend.
The late?
All those nights were so late, man.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started. I didn't stay up till 7 like you, but...
It's the coffee.
Was sleepy.
It was the coffee. So much coffee.
I swear coffee doesn't work on me.
No, man, it's
That's
the
the thing.
opposite for me. I fall asleep, like, I'm dead.
You build up resistance to caffeine over time. You gotta give yourself a break.
No,
Santa Claus don't give no breaks.
no. I gotta have my mean bean monster coffee drink.
That stuff gives me the shits, man.
Oh, I love that stuff. It's so good. It's my jam.
I got this locally roasted blueberry coffee from the farmer's market. It's pretty legit.
Cool.
I've never drank
vanilla syrup in there. Mm-hmm.
I've never drank coffee.
Ever?
Never once.
Nope. I ate coffee beans once though, or the grinds.
Oh,
I put it in my mouth like dip.
Why?
Fuck, who knows?
I mean,
I
if
was
you
fat.
would put the shit that's in dip in your mouth, I guess coffee wouldn't be that bad either.
Right?
Suck the coffee juice right out of it.
Ugh. Gross.
Lip quivers, probably.
Get some chocolate covered coffee beans. Those things are good.
Had those. They are pretty good. Surprisingly.
Chocolate covered anything's pretty good though, I guess, right? Name it.
I don't want to.
Chocolate covered dildo.
Grasshoppers.
I feel like I could try a chocolate covered grasshopper.
I think I have.
How do you not know if you have?
I can't remember.
That's something I feel like I'd remember.
I don't know.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I know that they were there. I can't remember if I tried it or not. I feel like I did.
I just mowed grass earlier and a bug went down my throat, and I probably won't forget that for a long time.
Imagine if it had chocolate on it.
How big of a bug?
This couldn't have been too big.
Okay.
I would say maybe smaller than a fly, bigger than a mosquito.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
No, I did not try the chocolate covered grasshopper, so I'm going to say. Just going to assume that. I don't know why anybody would ever do that. I don't know why you'd waste. Oh, God, no.
Ooh,
Even non-chocolate covered snails, escargot,
slimy. Ooh.
whatever.
No, thank you.
You can get weird parasites from snails, man. They're carriers for weird shit.
I bet.
Ugh. Anyway, guys, we got a little bit of gaming news tonight and some wild and wacky news to take care of. We're gonna have a quick in and out episode. That doesn't sound right. But before we do any of that, it's the time of the show in which we play a game of catch up, where we catch you all up. All bedinging over here. Go beding yourself. Where we catch you all up and each other up on what we've been up to for the last week, and we're all inning and outing now. Because we're the mature podcast.
That's right. Rated R.
And he's ready for it. Look at him. He's stoked. He's ready for it.
He's ready for it.
So
Over
to
that
start
chest
us
hair,
off,
driving the crowd wild.
yeah, put that hamburger meat away. Good God, like a fucking bear under there. We're gonna start calling you Sasquatch.
Yeah, fucking JG over there. JG from the Columbus.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Anyway, start us off first. The king of Germany, Pascal.
Yeah, I've been gone. I've been in Germany. So Swain took over my place, I think last week, the week before. And been to Germany, visit my family, visit like a castle Neuschwanstein, which is in South Germany. It's a castle that the Beauty and the Beast was inspired by. So pretty neat. Like
Do you have to go through the woods and fight a bunch of wolves before you get there?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
But it was amazing inside. Like the amount of money, the amount of money they put in. There were chandeliers with like rubies and diamonds in them, and just small like candle holders, in gold. And this dude had a cave. Like you opened a wardrobe, and there was a cave walkway inside his castle, and it was like in the 1800 or 1700 when he put it in, and it was like what you call it? It wasn't real. Like it was real rock, but it wasn't there to begin with. He had to put it in there, like the rocks and everything made it look like a cave. It was insane.
Welcome to the Rock.
This is an Indiana Jones movie.
Everything that you think, like when somebody has too much money, he had it. But yeah, then played some video games with you guys. Call of Duty, I guess, a little bit. I'm not a big fan of it, but just
Which
because
one?
it's COD, the Modern Warfare, the new one, the beta. I just don't like it. It's just COD, but I like it with the people, with you guys. So I guess it's different.
Oh man, I had a good time with it.
Well,
I had
you
fun.
guys had the fun night where I wasn't around.
I was having fun the other night. There was just certain circumstances
Yeah,
that were leading me not to have. I mean, I had like a 28-8.
I guess we can go into detail that a little bit later too, like with all our experience about that, if you're up for it. But it was just like some things that are annoying, like animation wise, But I'll get to that in a bit if we have time. I played some FIFA 20 EA Access trial. I like that. I still not gonna buy it though, because I finished the story mode of the new FIFA Street mode in that, and it was fun, but it's not as good as FIFA Street. It's a good step in adding something more, but it's not holding me.
Do you think they'll ever re-release FIFA Street?
With that kind of thing they have going now, yeah, they will just keep on evolving the
You
Volta mode,
said
which is called.
story mode.
It's
Are you
like,
sure they gave you? Are you sure you have the full story? Because
Yep.
with Madden, and when Madden had
No,
their
it's a
story
full story.
mode,
It's a full 100%. Yep, full game. I finished. I even got achievement for finishing the story mode of Volta. So it was fun, but it has some. You can still keep on playing and do stuff and events, but it's just not as fun as FIFA Street. In FIFA Street, you have like could play on the beach, and you have like little, you have to do specific skills to win and stuff. It was a little bit more fun, a little more arcadey, and why Volta is more simulation of the actual Street Pro competitions, which whatever. Gameplay wise, nothing really changed. They update a lot of players of my team that I like. They a lot of face scans on that, so that's nice to see. But there's an issue right now with the AI. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but let's say you have the Dallas Cowboys, right? And you have your top team right there. But when you play the manager or franchise mode, the AI always plays with the weakest squad. So you see the best teams on last place all the time, because the AI has an issue right now that they had in FIFA 17 and it came back, where it's totally unplayable. It's game breaking for me when the best teams are in the last place, because the AI put always their B squad in for every game for some fucking reason.
That's a little weird.
the
You think
lineup
that'd be easy to
management
fix?
is fucked up with the AI.
Yeah, so like your squad management, all this is like broken and it's annoying, and there's not enough improvement. There's some conferences, they have no issue, no effect of anything. There are some cool steps in the right directions, but not enough for me where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it day one. I definitely want to check out Pro Evolution Soccer more. Sadly, don't have a trial, so I just have to wait until it's cheaper. But from the looks of it, what I've seen on YouTube, because it's already out, it looks to be a lot better single player experience. A lot more going on there, and gameplay wise, obviously, it's miles ahead of FIFA. So I was actually pretty hyped at the beginning about FIFA, but then not again. Then I don't really play. I played a little Borderlands, the new one. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a great game. And other than that, I didn't watch any movies, and I didn't watch really any TV shows. I watched one TV show called Marianne. It's a French Netflix original. It's on Netflix, and it's scary, but it's more like a witch kind of scary, like creepy.
Really? How many episodes is it?
I think 10 in the first season, 45 minutes or 50 minutes long. Really scary though. The first episode would already probably shock you, and you would probably be scared. Guaranteed.
I understand you think I'm a wuss.
No, not you're not a wuss, but just saying it has a lot. It has like good production value, and I recommend it though. Watching it, the voiceover, if you don't want to read subtitles, is also well done. But yeah, that's pretty much about me. Just a little bit went into more detail in FIFA there, but
Man, don't you wish FIFA would let you scan your own face on? I had so much fun with that with Rainbow Six.
They used to do that. They used to do that, and then they got rid of it.
I wonder why. I wonder why games got rid of that. I think it's so fun.
I think it's because most people don't have the things to scan their faces anymore directly into the game. They have to set it up online for you to take pictures of your face and upload them to their websites. Because I think that's what Fight Night did. You had you could upload your own pictures to make.
I think last time I read it was legal stuff, because people would implement players that are retired. They would scan their faces, and then, but It's EA. Why would they bring it back in 5 years as a new game changing feature? Like, oh, look what you can do now.
It was just so fun running around in Rainbow Six like this.
Yeah. So after
Fight Night, I just pulled a bunch of pictures off the internet and made the Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh, that's
Nice.
terrible.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, just like I'm just more disappointed. I had a little bit higher expectations in FIFA, I guess, but it's EA. I didn't expect them to actually improve something. So definitely, again, another year no buy until it goes on sale or EA Access complete. So definitely don't recommend that. If you have last year's, you're fine. You're not gonna get any improvements there.
But you did say you liked it.
I like if you haven't played a FIFA in like 3 years, yeah, it's worth it. If you played last year's, it's not really worth it. Play the 10-hour trial, play the new mode Volta, you're good. I finished it in
What
like
is the
3
new
hours.
mode called? Because like
Volta, VOLTA.
okay,
It's a reimagination of FIFA Street, but more focused on the pro street scene of soccer, which is, competitions and stuff. So that's how it plays. It's not like the old FIFA Street where you had just shit ton of fun and do a lot of tricks and stuff. So it might get there, who knows? But they actually have a microtransaction store there too, where you can buy new outfits and haircuts if you want to. So I see a big potential for, new microtransactions for EA there. So they make the money off that. So definitely will stay. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. So how about you,
Nice.
Zach?
I finished actually just tonight. Just finished watching the second season of Sabrina. Finally finished that up.
How do you like it?
That show got weird. Like
I thought it was weird the first season.
The first season was definitely weird. The second season got weirder. About 3 or 4 episodes in, it just took off faster than it had anywhere else, and it felt like there were episodes missing, and they had to accelerate the main story to get it done within the 10 episodes. It felt like everything they did could have been fleshed out for a couple extra episodes, and they didn't. So it felt weird. A lot of weird stuff happened, but I'm excited for the third season that comes out.
Is that a Netflix
Later.
original?
It is.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it comes out later this year, I think, is what I just read tonight. Yeah.
Quick off topic. What do you guys think about Netflix losing more and more shows and focusing on the originals?
I think it's what they're going to have to do because everybody wants in on the streaming market.
Gotcha.
I just saw a Jessica Biel movie for Facebook. Facebook movie.
Wow.
How far the mighty have fallen.
Everybody wants in.
Well, everybody has to get in. When you have all the major networks pulling their shows from streaming services for their own streaming services, there's nothing left besides the originals. So, I don't know. It's the natural evolution of things. It's just we have come full circle back to signing up for multiple channels. It's just like cable.
Hashtag I still can't wait to get Disney Plus.
Yeah, so what's the whole deal with them taking pre-orders for Disney Plus?
I don't know.
I saw it. I didn't read the news article, but I had a headline pop up that was Disney Plus pre-orders are going live. Like fucking pre-orders. Can you not just go up there and sign up when it's ready to go?
No.
There won't be enough slots for you to watch. Get in the queue.
Yeah.
Get in the queue.
You are a
Fucking
premium
World of
user
Warcraft.
because you pre-ordered.
So Sabrina, I watched an Amazon Prime anime called Vinland Saga. That's set in the 1000s when the Dutch invade England and make use of the Vikings to help them. The story centers around this kid whose father was a super badass Viking mercenary. And he gets captured by some Vikings and just goes and does some fucked up shit to the English. Really cool animation, pretty decent story. I mean, it's your average angsty teenager kind of sort of story that animes get, but it was really good, really well done. The only weird thing is there's 4 languages that get spoken. So you've got people speaking English, people speaking French, people speaking Dutch, and people speaking Norse. But
Wow.
They all just talk in Japanese with English subtitles, so you never know who can't understand who. So that's a little weird. But I think give it a go. It's only the first season. It's the first season's out on Amazon Prime. It's only 10 episodes, about 20, 22 minutes a piece. It was cool. I liked it. Pretty brutal. So did that. I played the Call of Duty beta. Probably about 10, 15 hours worth of it, I would say. I put quite a few hours in 2 nights. I
What
enjoyed it.
level did you get to?
18, 19. I think I was just shy of 20.
I must be right behind you then, because I think I got to like 15 or 16.
Yeah, I'm the same. 15.
So that I went and saw the new It 2. Or is it
Yeah.
Returns, or what's it called? I don't know.
I want to watch it this week.
It's okay. I don't know. I think the first one was way better. I think this one was half an hour too long, an hour too long. Like it just kind of kept going, and I actually fell asleep during the climax, I would say. I had a hard time because it just had been going for so long, and it was like a whole different movie. It felt more individual than a sequel. I don't know. They just seem to have to add so much more story into it when you already had the story. It was weird. I probably watch it again just to get the real feel for it. Pretty scary. There were definitely some parts that had me freaking out, but I'm a wuss, so McKenna was fine. Definitely, if you watch the trailers, you saw more than your fair share of the really scary parts. Because why wouldn't they?
Of course.
Right. And then played Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday. Yeah, that was a good time.
That was fun times.
It was. I had a good time with everybody again. I added some fish to the fish tank. I got 2 guppies and a shrimp because they only had 1 shrimp. The shrimp and one of the guppies is okay. Quasimodo died overnight. Rip.
Or
Rip
Quasimodo.
Quas.
Poor Quasimodo. I couldn't find him, and then I found his sunken, lifeless body behind the driftwood.
What kind of fish was Quasimodo?
A cobra guppy. They have these really cool designs. Like, I don't know, it's almost iridescent, like an iridescent stripe pattern, squiggly stripe pattern on their sides, and they have really brightly colored tails.
You just need to throw some neon tetras and some bala sharks in there, and you'll be good.
I don't have enough room for a bunch of neon tetras. You're supposed to have between 15 and 20 for the smallest school size. Otherwise, they're consistently stressed out. So they don't have enough fish in their pack. So I just don't have enough room in the 10-gallon for that and shrimp. But the pet store restocks shrimp on Thursday. Everything seems to be going well. So I'm going to go get another 9 shrimp and put those guys in there Thursday, I hope. That shrimp's so cool. Got to watch him swim all over the tank today, just motoring on with these little. They've got little like butt paddles.
It's like, how the fuck does it propel itself?
Yeah, there's these little feet flapper things all the way along its ass end that just kind of and just shoots all over the tank. Just so I named it Butt Blaster.
Fucking butt blaster.
Fucking Butt Blaster. It just motors around, is eating all the algae and shit.
My name's Jacques. I clean.
Huskerman asked if it was a ghost shrimp. It's not a ghost shrimp. It's a cherry red. It looks pretty cool. I'll post some pictures. So did that. I went to our Fort Wayne Johnny Appleseed Festival over the weekend, which is a bunch of people dress up like they're pioneers and have little stands where they sell antiques or other random weird shit and a lot of food. I ate a lot of weird food. I had a pumpkin whoopie pie. That shit was delicious. Some cinnamon ice cream. That was dope. Yeah.
Cinnamon ice cream sounds great.
Dude, cinnamon ice cream is one of my favorites.
I've never had anything like that before.
Oh, man. You guys, I guarantee you guys have some micro creameries where you're at. You should check them out.
I get coffee ice cream when I go to Brewster's.
Ooh,
it's so good.
Sounds good. That sounds good. The cinnamon ice cream tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, but in ice cream.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
This shit's dangerous, man. Yeah, I think that's
How
pretty
much for the whole bucket?
I would say because sometimes they have big old buckets. You know, have you ever seen the Edie's like giant ones when they serve for? So what is that like? 20 gallons? I bet that's like $300.
Yeah, I think Saturday you said something about the pumpkin whoopie pie. I wanted to say Whoopi Goldberg, but my friend's restaurant, she just posted the other day. Let me make sure I got the name right. Pumpkin butter stuffed French toast.
Get the fuck out of town.
I
What?
asked her if she's going to have it Saturday because it's a seasonal menu she buys from the farmers market. So
Yeah.
whatever they don't have, she doesn't. She takes it off her board. But yeah, so she says she's going to have it Saturday. So I will be having.
I need a picture of that.
I will have a picture and I will send it to you.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Pumpkin butter stuffed French toast. Oh,
right. But I think that's all I got. I'm gonna pass it on over to you, TJ, to
all right. I think it's
do what you did.
Yeah. I think for it's been 2 weeks since we've been on, it's done moderately nothing. I think I watched one movie. I watched some Supernatural. We'll just go with that. I think I'm like 4 episodes for being done, and then it'll be time for season 15. And I just haven't decided if I'm going to watch it episode for episode or just let it go and watch it all at once. Got to watch it episode by episode. All right,
Yeah,
I'll have to put it in a rotation with everything else, but still enjoying it. Still, I'm curious to see where they go with it in season 15. Belinda and I rented a movie. We watched The Hustle. There wasn't much in the red box when she checked it, so it was the only like comedy with like one person that I like, Anne Hathaway, and it had that Rebel Wilson chick.
I don't know who that is.
She's Fat Amy in the singing show. God, what was that? The show, the movie I watch all the time. I watch it every chance I get.
Yeah,
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Yeah, she's Fat Amy in that. So that's Rebel Wilson, and they are con artists. And Rebel Wilson sort of goes into Anne Hathaway's territory, and they sort of have a fight. It was a weird movie. It was funny. I laughed a few times. It did its job. I'd probably give it about 5 nugs on the nug scale. So
what was it called again?
Movie. The Hustle. So
Rebel Wilson, isn't she like one of the people from Wilson Phillips's kid or something?
Oh, I have no clue.
Who?
Wilson Phillips, the some band in the 90s, and I guess both the Wilson and the Phillips were both famous singers before, like a generation before, so they took on those. I don't know. They had
I have no clue.
You don't know who they are? Nobody knows who they are?
I mean, I probably would. I don't care who sings the song. I just like the music.
Had a song, one day somebody's gonna
turn around and say goodbye.
Till then, baby. Yeah, that. Zach's like, what?
Don't you know?
Things will change.
And they go your way.
If you hold on, darling.
No,
just one more day.
Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. There's your serenade for the podcast.
Thanks.
That's going to replace the movie talk since I failed us on that. I didn't do my homework. So somebody
Nugget didn't watch Black Christmas.
Yep. Sorry.
I watched Black Christmas.
Yeah, so that's all I watched. We played some more Call of Duty World War II. It's still Call of Duty, not much going on there. I feel like I played something else besides the beta. Man, Borderlands 3.
Yeah, how was Borderlands 3, man?
Borderlands 3. It is Borderlands 3. I'm having fun. We did the Weird and Wacky News. I think it was like maybe a month ago. and I told you about like the 6 craziest guns,
Yeah.
and one of them was the butt plug gun.
Yeah.
Found it within like the first 2 hours. It popped down on the ground. It's purple and veiny. It was great.
So does that mean it sucks though? So when you level up, you have to get a better version of it.
I don't know.
In the beginning,
I just did it one time and then I threw it down and got a real gun.
It's like the Borderlands. Like I think when you level 50, I'm like level 30 right now. But if I'm level 34, the purple or legendary guns from level 28, they're obsolete. So once you get the gold keys and stuff, so you want to get max level, and then accumulate the guns you want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a Borderlands formula, but for the time being, I didn't see that gun yet. I want it now. It looks funny as hell. I saw a burger gun.
Oh, Tone Havoc was Havoc's that's when she first went. Tone in the chat was talking about Anne Hathaway in the movie Havoc. He said it shows nudes. I think that was the first one where she went topless and she had to get out of her contract with Disney for the Princess Diaries. So she had to break. They wanted to do more movies with her, but for her to be in this movie, she had to break her contract with Disney so she could go topless. Yep, I've seen it. I think that was a must-have on the checklist. Oh. Anyways, let's see what else. I mean, Borderlands 3. It's Borderlands. It's fun with your friends. It's got all its quirky, fun characters. They keep you entertained. I haven't had a problem with it yet. There's been a couple times. I think the couple people we played with died, but so far, the class that I am, what am I? Yeah. Shit. I don't remember what class it is. But you get a little character with you, and you have like eagles that you throw out, and it's super OP'd right now. So if they do an update, I'm sure they're going to nerf that real quick. Because I can kill 2 or 3 people at once. Like, I'm shooting somebody, the little character that's going along with me that I keep at all times is shooting somebody or attacking somebody, and I literally throw my eagles out and they just disintegrate a person. Just like that. So it's I think it's a little OP'd right now. It needs to be nerfed.
But is Tiny Tina in it?
Tiny Tina makes things go boom. I haven't seen her yet.
I'm sure she'll make an appearance.
Yeah. So what else did I do? And then we played the beta, Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta, and I had a blast. It was fun. I mean, there was a couple matches that we got the hurting put on us by some PC players, but for most part, I think I felt like I have to compare it to World War II because that's the last like Call of Duty game I've been playing or played. My average is like 7, 8, 9, 10 kills in a game, and this one, even when we was playing with Zach with PC, I was still staying up in like the 20s and keeping like a 2 point something KD. So Zach's up there in like the 36 kills and shit. But it was I didn't feel like it was a problem. There was some lag issues every once in a while that I complained about.
Just classic Call of Duty stuff though.
Yeah, nothing that I've not seen from any Call of Duty before. Like the reason why I play hardcore, so I don't have to see the lag issues from where, and what I mean by that
There's no
is
kill cam?
No, there is, unfortunately.
I mean,
but that's
in hardcore.
why I play. They didn't have they swapped out the modes every day. So we did do a realistic mode. Now you want to talk about some horse shit. Realistic mode, did you try it?
I didn't get the opportunity.
Okay, so this is what it is. It's no HUD whatsoever.
Okay.
And that just explains it all. No HUD. So when you're running, you have no map. You have to confirm your kills because you don't know if you killed somebody. If you shoot at somebody and they go behind a box and you're used to getting the X's, well, those aren't on there anymore. So you may have shot him and killed him behind a box, but you don't know because there's nothing. Man. It was fun, but there's a lot of times I stared at a bunch of fucking things waiting, like, and nothing ever come out. So I'd go around and the dead body would be laying there and I killed them. So no kill cam.
I'd be interested in that.
Yeah, I'd play that. Do you think that's going to replace hardcore?
I think so. I think that's the way it's going. It's not any easier to kill, but man, when you have to make a split-second decision on if that's a friendly or not, you still get the blue dots for the friendlies, but it's like I don't think it was as apparent, or maybe it wasn't. It might not have been on there. Do you play with us, Pascal?
Yeah.
On realistic?
No, but I did
okay.
play it. But it's the time to kill is so fast. Like it only takes like 2 or 3 bullets to kill. That's why I think hardcore is obsolete now. They're gonna do the realism mode. It's so quick. You can kill people so quick they can't even react. So I don't think hardcore will be back.
Don't get shot.
I don't know. Yes and no. I mean, if you're within a weapon's effective range, then yeah, it takes 3 or 4 bullets to kill someone. But if you're not, you can dump half a mag into someone and they don't die.
I just had no issue like with like sniper rifles or something at one hit. So I don't know. I don't know why people would play hardcore. I feel like there should be as little reaction time, but if you would, like maybe watch this. I felt like they dropped like flies when you shot anybody. When you had the M4, like the first gun, or the M13, there was just like laser points. Like,
oh, I did switch to the M13, Zach, and
yeah,
it's my new gun.
Yeah,
I was staying up in the. I was staying up in the.
He found his MP28 trench gun.
Yeah, pretty much. I was staying up in the mid-20s the other night. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my pre-order. So, I'll have it and I'll be ready to rock it.
When does it come out?
Next month.
What made you do this? Because you haven't bought, like, you have not been. I mean, obviously you've bought them eventually, but you've been kind of off the bandwagon for what, like 3 games now.
Yeah, I wanted it for the 2v2. I thought that would be fun. They got to fix some stuff in that. The maps are so small. You literally, like, one time I just stepped right as soon as I spawned and I died because the people know the higher levels than me knew the guns already. So, like, it had a grenade launcher on it. So as soon as I stepped right, I was into a grenade because you're on this side, they're on this side, and you have like one board in front of you. So if you both go right at the same time, you're facing each other from across the map.
Yeah.
So depending on how good of a shot you are, you could take somebody out immediately. And you have to come out of it. There is no like dropping straight down to where they can't see you. So, and it seems like they fixed for the most part the footsteps, but that was only the 2v2 where I had the problems, where the guy would be to my left, but it sounded like he was running circles around me. So it's a beta. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, that's some of the stuff I hope they fix.
It's a loosely coined term. Beta comes out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a demo. It's
pretty much done.
Well,
but those little things like that, I wouldn't call them.
They can adjust
things. They can adjust stuff like that and patch that stuff and at least get ahead of the problem.
Right.
Then wait. So instead of a 4-week timeline when the game comes out, it's only 2 weeks before that patch comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think aside from the fact that you had some people working around controller lobbies with mouse and keyboard by switching it in the middle of a game, but at least they figured that out so they can put something in place for that. And
I experienced it on the first day and I was like, this bullshit. Like,
but I don't
know.
Yeah. So I've enjoyed it. I didn't see much what I would say suspect cheating. There are a couple times where I think it was happening when somebody just goes 3 different directions and kills 3 people because he headshot them, and you watch the replay and the cursor never left their head. It just sat there like the perfect straight shooting gun. I don't know. I liked it. I'll keep the pre-order, so I can't wait to play it in all its glory and get some more gamings in. It felt good having Zach there like the old days.
Getting the crew back together.
Yep. So we keep everybody, and we can have bigger parties now. So it looked like you could have up to 24 people in your room or something on the invite screen when I go into it. So that's nice.
Awesome.
Yep. And other than that, I don't think I haven't done anything else. I do believe that was it. I will tell you, I have permission to tell this story, but Belinda last night woke me up in the middle of the night because she was sinistering laughing. And I thought maybe she was taken over by the devil. And I thought I was going to have to get some some rock salt out and some iron and and get ready to beat the hell out of her. But she literally woke me up laughing so hard and then turned around and looked at me and was just laughing in my face. And she's like, I just had the funniest dream. And so I thought she was just like sleep talking. Like I thought she was out of it, but she wasn't. She's like, she had a dream that I fell off the back of the bed and landed upside down in a clothes basket like a turtle and couldn't get out. And she laughed so hard. She was laughing in her dream and it woke her up. But it was so funny to her, she couldn't stop laughing when she was awake.
I can see you there looking like Winnie the Pooh with your little legs kicking, trying to get the honey out of the stump.
Yeah,
oh, man. Hey, let's talk about crossplay for a minute with Call of Duty. Tone says, keep me in mind if you guys need a teammate when COD drops.
Definitely.
Is it crossplay between Xbox and PS4?
Yep. Everything.
And PC.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything.
And if you don't want it, you can opt out of it. Like it's only a settings of matchmaking.
Well, I knew it was
So
PS4 and PC
platform.
and Xbox and PC. I just didn't know Xbox and
all
PS4.
combined.
That's pretty sweet.
That's a game.
Yeah, because I thought it was like
runs
controller
so well.
PC. Yeah, it does run very well. I thought it was controller PC because they had like a tower and a controller. But then Pascal explained to me that meant somebody was playing on the PlayStation.
Yeah. The little laptop looking, like the screen.
Yeah, I thought it was like
that's PS4.
PC and controller. I was like, oh, they're just using controller on PC, but it was
Yeah.
not. It was the PS4. So I think that's badass, and I can't wait for it to bring more games together like that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah.
Got him.
So that's all I got, man. I'm gonna pass along the wheel to Wes.
All right. Take hold of this wheel. Steer this ship. You guys,
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus Lord. I haven't done a whole lot. I played a lot of Madden, and my team still sucks. Last night I decided to jump into head-to-head for the first time in a while. I played 2 games, and I got beat pretty handily the first time. It was close until the end, and then I just totally blew it out. And then the second one was a shit show from the beginning. So
I watched one where I thought you were doing pretty well.
At the end,
Like
I
fell
didn't.
asleep, but I feel like you were like, I don't know, 14-0. I saw you hit stick the fuck out of somebody.
That was probably when I was
made
doing
their
a solo
quarterback
battle.
fumble.
That was probably when
Okay.
I was doing one of the solo battles.
I thought it said competitive.
It was
Okay.
IDK. Some of the challenges are on competitive, so
Okay.
but did a lot of that, and I'm gonna do a lot more of that probably later tonight. Played a game called Journey on PlayStation 4. I'd heard a lot about that game before. It got rated a perfect 10 by a lot of publications. Played it start to finish in one sitting. It was a really good game. Is it a perfect 10? I mean, I guess I don't have anything to complain about, but it doesn't really... It's a perfect 10 for what it tries to do, but it also doesn't really feel like a complete game. So it was fun. It was nice. I wasn't moved in ways that other people apparently were, but it was fun. I'm glad I could say I played it, and now I can delete it. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. I watched a movie that you watched, Zach. Bad Times at the El Royale?
El Royale, yeah.
I really liked that movie, and I didn't think I was going to. I still stand by what I said, that it was very Quentin Tarantino-esque. It was funny, after you and I had that conversation where you kind of disagreed, and I was watching that Jeremy Johns guy on YouTube, said the exact same thing, that it was a very Quentin Tarantino-esque movie without the fancy dialogue. And you know, one of his things was
like, I've never said that I was against what the movies were about. I've only said I don't care for the dialogue.
Right,
Shit
right.
annoys the fuck out of me. Just thinking about it makes me mad.
I can tell. Ready to get madder when it's my turn to pick. Oh. But no, I really like that movie.
I mean,
I'd give it
keep doing it. There's a very finite amount of Quentin Tarantino movies out there. Or
oh no, well we've only watched one. It wasn't even Really, 4 rooms doesn't count.
Doesn't?
4 rooms counts a lot, actually. That was a leap. I'll have to make sure the next pick's actually good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I'm trending on y'all's scale. I would have normally said 8, but I got to tone it down because 5 is average, right?
5 is average.
5 is average. So it was well above average. Thought it was a pretty awesome movie. So
hello, Nug Scale, my old friend.
That's right.
Rating movies at you again.
And I watched Spider-Man Far From Home since it came out on digital. And I still stand by it. That was a fun-ass movie. I liked it a lot. And then I watched the last 2 seasons that I had left of Superstore. Whew. Started getting kind of uninterested about midway through the 4th season, but they found a way to step it up and bring me back. And the last episode, honestly, was, no spoilers because I know some people want to watch it and haven't, kind of a tearjerker in a way. I mean, there's no like loss of life or anything like that, but they found a way to, in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes of a 20-minute show, really kind of attack a serious issue with a very serious tone. Actually, in the last 5 minutes, I would say, and they did a good job. It was well done. I liked it. So can't wait for that to start back up. I think it actually may have already started on regular TV, but what's that? I don't watch.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So that's about all I have done. Pretty boring. Watched a lot of football, and that's about it. So, anybody got any cool video game news this week?
I do.
What you got, Pasky?
Call of Duty. Maybe I'm a little bit unprepared for this, but I read something on Twitter today, which a lot of people retweeted, and it was a news announcement that Call of Duty has like a mode, like a survival mode called Operation Survival, and that will be a PlayStation 4 exclusive for 1 year, so pretty much until the next Call of Duty comes out. And also in that same article, I think I saw that the map packs and DLC, whatever it gets, even if it's free or something, the PlayStation gets it ahead of any other platform.
You know, they used to have a deal like that with Xbox.
Yeah, I know, but with Black Ops, with Black Ops,
it's exclusive for a year.
Yeah, so it's like apparently also like a bigger mode, like a new mode kind of thing, and it's gonna be locked away only for PS4 users, and then the year after everybody else can get it.
I think it's going to be some bullshit mode. They would never do that with something that's going to be groundbreaking or important.
They did with Destiny though. They did like some little sneaky. I don't like.
What they do with Destiny?
Like
put it in their butt.
Like one of the first DLCs or free DLCs, I think, was exclusive for like a few months, and then each other like expansion was like there was like a lot of I don't know exactly recall what exactly it was, but it was a lot of content, PlayStation exclusive, a lot of content. And
was it good content?
Yeah, definitely there were some good guns, some really good guns too behind.
This article goes on to say that all the rest of the post-launch content is set to release simultaneously across all platforms, including multiplayer maps, modes, and spec-op missions. It's just the survival mode that will be PS4 exclusive until October 2020.
So that survival mode, is that like their new zombie mode?
That I don't know
about it. Anyway, I just mention it because I think everybody should have access to the same stuff at the same time. And if you pay $60 for something, you should have the same right than other, console owners. Like if all your friends on PC, you shouldn't have to wait a year to enjoy that content.
Oh, I agree with that.
So I'm just sick of like exclusive content for platform. The only time I don't disagree with that is if it's like Diablo 3, they had like a Last of Us dungeon or something for PlayStation users, or like a Nintendo-ish dungeon for Nintendo users, and that's totally fine with me if the console person like puts more money into like, hey, let's create a dungeon that is a little bit Easter egg to Last of Us. That's fine.
Well, and those games aren't cross-platform. So if you're playing with
true.
someone on the PlayStation, I think the problem with this really comes up from it being cross-platform. So you won't be able to play with someone on Xbox or PlayStation in these co-op missions. I think that's a little shitty.
What the fuck is up with Dr. Disrespect over here?
I don't know. I found some glasses that I forgot I had.
Nice.
They're shooting glasses.
I like them.
But yeah, so it was pretty good. And, you know, again, mention it because I'm just sick of exclusive content for one platform. It should be all the same. But yeah, that's what I had on gaming news.
Well, I don't know. Just kicking off with exclusivity some more. The Epic Store exclusivity. What game was that I linked for
Control,
earlier?
I think.
Oh yeah, Control. Yeah. The Epic Store paid almost $10 million for PC exclusivity for Control.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's awesome.
I think it's awesome. Especially, I didn't exactly realize what that was doing, but it just fronts the publishers the money for the game. So the first 10 million is already accounted for. Epic paid them and will recoup their money from the sales in the beginning, and then once they get to that point, the money starts going back to the developer and the publisher. It's a guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Instead of having to fuck around with a Kickstarter or
they can jump right into what's next because they've just funded another project.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about microtransactions to keep the longevity of your game. You'll be able to split it and support and create off of.
That's exactly like I didn't understand how or why the exclusivity things like that really existed until I was big into into Guns N' Roses, and when they came out with their last album, it was a Best Buy exclusive, and I thought, well, that's the dumbest fucking thing, and everybody was like, that's stupid, why would you do that? Now your fans have to go to Best Buy to get it. That's the only place you can buy it. And it's like, yeah, but what I found out was they paid Geffen, the record label, so much money to make that a Best Buy exclusive that based on the amount of artists and studio time and technology and whatnot that it cost to make that album over, I don't know, the 12 years or so that he was working on it, that was the only way that they were ever going to make a profit on that album, was to whore it out like that. Makes sense now. Not? Yeah, it makes sense now. You still have an opportunity to buy it. You can buy it online at like the Apple stores and stuff like that. But if you wanted a physical copy, you had to go to Best Buy. And you got to make your money. You know, the business is about making money. And if that's the only viable option to make money, then I'm all for it. Yep.
Yeah.
I have some more news. I just forgot about him. Anybody Last of Us fan here?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2 release date announced at the PlayStation show State Play, which is this year's E3, I guess. It will come out on February 21st, 2020.
February 21st.
So before the next gen. It will be basically the send-off from this generation in my eyes, I think. And they released a new trailer for it with at the end it shows the date when it comes out. Pretty cool stuff. If you like Last of Us, definitely
probably
check it
should
out.
beat the first one, huh?
Probably.
Good thing you got it for $2 remastered.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like
you buy everything that goes on discount, so I assumed.
Yeah, something like that. I did get it really cheap, actually. Thanks for the raid, Art. Anybody else?
I don't think so.
What about the marketing juggernaut that is Fortnite and their cross marketing, I guess you would say? It's official that Batman is going to be joining up with Fortnite, and there's going to be a Batman and Fortnite event. So for those of you that care about Batman, or those of you that care about Fortnite, there's that. Batman comes to Fortnite along with Catwoman and Gotham City. I don't know what all that means, but it's going to be an official crossover type thing, so I'm sure it'll be cool. Just like they did with the Avengers, and I think they actually had one for John Wick too that was actually really John Wick. So
yeah, I think that's all pretty cool. Why
Yeah.
not work the pop culture into it? I know the game's not my jam, and I hate on the way the game plays, but do all they want. If they're bringing money in, because I assume DC's getting a pretty good lump of money in their pocket for sales from that, go for it.
Because PUBG did it, right, with Harley Quinn and the
Yeah.
Joker.
So why not?
Hold on. Rafe, are you saying that that's old? Like last week. I don't know if it's already happened or not yet, but
It's already out.
Is it? Nice.
We're
And-
too old to be hip.
Well, the news story I saw was this week. Saturday was when I saw it.
By the time I put my glasses on and got into the Snapchat,
and
it was over.
then a French court rules that Valve must allow Steam users to resell their games. That's kind of
like that.
huge.
I should have read more about that because I'd like to know some. I assume there's no specifics yet. That's just them saying that they have to allow it.
Well, let's find out. Back in 2015, Valve got sued by a French consumer organization called UFC, some French shit. Not to be confused with non-French, non-consumer organization, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Multitude of bones to pick with longtime Steam steward, the biggest among them being that Steam doesn't let users resell their games. 4 years later, a French court has ruled in the UFC Corrisor? I don't know, favor. Valve plans to appeal. According to the French gaming site Numenera, as well as blah, blah, blah. Skipping. Looking for details, guys.
Deets. Get them deets. Get your deets, yeah?
Deets number one.
All right. The court ruled in favor on other accounts, too. In its original suit, the organization had also taken aim at the fact that if a user leaves Steam, Valve would keep whatever currency was left in their Steam wallet. The recent ruling also states the company will instead have to reimburse users who request it. Valve must now also accept responsibility for when users say an item on Steam cause them harm, even if it's in beta. Valve's rights to users' mods and community content will also be diminished, and the company will have to clarify the conditions under which users can lose access to Steam for poor behavior. If Valve refuses to change its rules and post the court's decision to Steam within a month, it will have to pay a fine of up to 3,000 euros per day for 6 months. So, but they're going to appeal. We'll see what happens.
Drag this court battle out. I don't know why. I understand why not. Because then Steam's in the bucket for getting money to and fro between developers and everything. But it'd be nice to be able to trade your games in that way.
Yeah. And it has to have some sort of value.
A digital game owner, finally. That's all I've asked for.
GameStop, kind of like just digital. That would be awesome. At least
that's all I asked for. I got a friend that needs the game. I don't need it anymore. I can get a decent price because I hate him. Sell it to him.
Or give it to him. Let us gift the rights over. Right? If they can, if it stores digital rights, because I know your Xbox does, you can, it can differentiate what games you purchased versus what games are installed. It knows that if it's on a certain machine, any account on that machine should be able to play these games that were purchased by the account that is registered to that machine. You should be able to transfer that license to somebody else. So that. Anyway, feel like I'm losing you guys.
Never.
No, we're with you.
Always and forever.
What dice are we rolling now?
What?
D20. Add your initiative.
D20. Add your initiative.
Anyway. What else we got?
Get some weird and wacky news? Anybody?
Why don't you, somebody clue me in on the fucking joke. I'm sitting here reading the news article, watching everybody laugh, and I don't know why everybody's laughing.
I had some gas that goes along with my little bit of an upset stomach, and I farted loud enough that everyone heard it through the microphone.
Damn.
You made that man put that on blast.
Right?
You could have just said, "Go fuck yourself, dude." I'm not telling you. I thought everybody was laughing at me.
But that's what happened. I'll have you know, it didn't smell.
But it might have made your undies a bit wet.
But it was a bit of an explosion.
That's okay. I won't name names, but I talked to somebody on their way home today that we all know in here, and a lot of people in chat know, and they were riding home with a potential cow patty in the bum too. So.
Oh man, cow patties. You know, my mom grew up so poor that they used to play with sun-dried cow patties as frisbees. Yep.
Oh my god.
Back in the holler, baby. They had a pet crow, and it stole stuff from other people's houses.
Hell yeah.
That could just be the weird, wacky news.
I went out and got some. I got some. All right, so what else we got?
One too. So
what else we got? We still gotta go over podcast movie. We still need to listen to Pascal.
We can't go over the podcast movie because Nugget didn't watch it.
I didn't do my homework. I'm sorry.
We gotta go over Pascal's problem with the animations in Call of Duty.
Yeah. So one of my issues was like, and I just want to make that really quick. I don't have to go into too much detail. But what happened was, I played around on Friday when it was the day old, I guess, the beta, and they didn't fix it obviously. But when you have an LMG or any gun, when you spawn in, you lock and load the gun. Like you load it or you lock it, I guess, or cock it, whatever you call it.
Cock it.
And,
cock, lock, and drop it, baby.
And
lock that cock up.
Oh my god. Anyways, so doing the animation with an LMG,
rocking and cocking,
a second and a half, and once you're in that animation, you can't move and you can't react. Well, you all are familiar with Call of Duty, and this is one map that is like in a warehouse area with container. My cats are gonna kill each other, by the way, and so I got killed. Respawned. While I respawned, I was in the animation, couldn't move, and this guy killed me again because he was spawn camping. And then another guy came behind him to do the same. So I spawned again. Again, the animation got killed. This happened 5 times in a row within like 1 minute when I respawned. And I got killed and I couldn't move and do anything. And that was the point where I'm like, this is random Call of Duty shit. People call it spawn camping. Ain't the game for me. Because these animations...
Isn't
that's Call of Duty.
Hear me out for a second.
No, it's stupid. It's an animation.
The whole point of Battlefield, because I've played my fair share of Battlefield over the years, is effectively to spawn camp people until you take the point. No. So, I mean, you got to kill everybody on the point, and they're going to keep spawning there. So
no, that's different. It's in my eyes
different
because you can spawn in your main base and you can go around them.
You do have options.
And Call of Duty is so I don't think it's the problem with the animations or the spawn camping. It's the problem with Call of Duty's spawns not being right, though, and that's something that they can work on because it's specifically with that map has a problem with the spawns not flipping.
But if you also, not only that, but if you have an option of a spawn protection for the first 2 seconds, and if you don't shoot and stuff and don't move, you can move for like a minute just like a second would have helped if I would have.
And that may be something that they add because other Call of Duties do have stuff like that. They'll even if you throw even if you're throwing random grenades, it'll tell you that if you're still in your spawn at the first like few seconds of the match that the not going to do anything to anybody.
That was one of the issues, and I'm not trying to shit talk it, obviously. People like Call of Duty, they're gonna like this for sure. But I'm not saying Battlefield is better either. I just feel Battlefield does the large scale better.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're discussing your issue.
Large scale in Call of Duty yet?
I didn't play Ground War. I only played the normal team deathmatch.
Well, hold on.
But it's like this whole like. I've never been a big fan of Team Deathmatch. I played with you guys, but I hate Team Deathmatch. Everybody that plays with me, shooters, knows that I hate the small infantry combat things. Ergo, why I never buy a Call of Duty, because Call of Duty was always small infantry battles. I don't like that. I like big open maps. And I hate TDM and domination stuff. But that thing turned me off a lot, like this animation thing on the spawns. And it has been in every Call of Duty that has a small map. They were always spawn issues. Always spawn issues.
Goes with the game. You shrug it off, start your
And I
next
will say,
round.
like, it's unfortunate that happened, and it is bullshit, and it shouldn't happen. But I know that for the 2 or 3 hours that I played, I never had anything like that happen.
Yeah, I
did spawn and die once, but never did I feel like it was something that I would have been changed by not having that animation. The animation didn't bother me at all. Actually, it was much shorter than I felt like you were making it out to be. But considering the situation that you were in, I can get being pissed. But I think Zach's right. It's not really the problem with the animation so much as it is the problem with the spawns.
Yeah, but it's like, it's Call of Duty, and I don't know, like, one big gripe. If
hate is gonna hate.
it's Ground War, which had one issue already, it had kill streaks. So every time everybody was on the map visible, there was no countermeasures for vehicles, no respawn, no revive. Respawn was there, but no revive. You had kill streaks all over, UAVs. The announcer went on 24/7. There's an enemy UAV. There's a friendly UAV every 2 seconds. It was obnoxious, total chaos, and people just camping in dark corners, and it's just horribly done. It was
Clear
a good
your
step.
rooms.
So I don't, if there's a Call of Duty mode, and maybe there is, so people in chat maybe just tweet out to me or something, but I want a Call of Duty without kill streaks. Because yesterday when I played with Nugget, or the day before, whatever it was, and Hot Gamer Chick, like, when we played that Call of Duty, I spawned, and yeah, the animation didn't kill me, but right when I spawned, a kill streak killed me. And then there was a helicopter and VTOL and stuff. Like, it's like, when you spawn in, you have no countermeasurement at that moment. You die from kill streaks. No,
Don't you use the kill streaks?
It's a team game though, so you might be
there's no
spawning
team
and
play.
having that
There's
problem.
no
I mean,
team play.
it's
There's no team play.
I understand, but that's not a problem with the game because it's built to have the team play. You can go in and on the fly make a class with a rocket launcher to shoot down that
You
thing.
can't.
That
I couldn't react. I had a rocket launcher. I couldn't react. I spawned in and
put Ghost on.
It doesn't matter, because
It does
some you can,
matter.
No, you can manually shoot when you have.
Yeah, but you don't have a box over you when
they know where you spawn the same way they know the spawn.
And it's not just you, because then you have your other teammates who are spawning in other locations who can use the rocket. So the team plays there. It's not the game's fault that no one's using the team play to win the game.
But again, like, I'm not trying to like bash the game. I'm just giving you reasons why I didn't enjoy the time.
Right, and we're just discussing. We're not trying to tell you that you're wrong or that it's good. We are just counterpointing.
And that's why I agree to disagree with a lot of things. But I'm also saying all the time, I like to play the game when I play with people that I know, because I know how you all play and would be different. But mostly I play with randoms, and bad experience.
Hey, I got an idea. Stop that.
Well, I can't. Somebody only plays Madden, so I don't know. Like,
take that.
Yeah,
I'm not a Madden guy,
Madden
though.
players,
and that's my whole verdict of any Call of Duty game.
Swain keeps on saying, "I know you're not a Madden guy, Wes, but blah 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 blah." I'm like, no, I'm not a Madden guy, guys.
No. But yeah, my verdict of this is like, I wouldn't buy it. I only play it with you guys. I would never spend any money on a Call of Duty game ever, and I'm probably not going to pay any money on Battlefield, the next one, either, if they don't improve things. So it's just, I'm very picky when it's about shooters, and so far everything that I played has been sort of a disappointment to me. Like, nothing has been as good as I remembered playing the old games. It might be me just getting older. A lot of things piss me off, and I like to play games now where I have fun at and not be frustrated at.
Get off my lawn! This is how you stop playing video games. You get mad at everything.
No, that's why I play like
fucking kids in their corner camping.
That's why I play Minecraft.
Hey man, at least you have fun, you know.
I will say, I thought if I had one big complaint about the game, it's purely how good those goddamn stun grenades are. Holy shit! Like, those things are rough.
Stun grenades and flashbang.
Yeah, I was saying there's flashbangs.
The flashbangs are kind of annoying, but I feel like you can't see anything, but they don't affect you for as long as the stun grenade did. The stun grenade was a solid 5 seconds of not being able to turn left or right. If you were facing the door, you could get the hell out of there and just sprint forward at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but you could not turn.
Yeah, definitely dug the Call of Duty. I can't wait to play it some more to get more input, Stephanie.
I was really bad at it. I only got to play for maybe 2-3 hours, so I'm looking forward to this weekend to trying to get some
Is it open again
hours
this
in.
weekend?
Yeah.
It's open for everybody.
Anybody else got anything? Because
No.
Nothing. We're not rolling for a new movie. Guys in chat, your homework is still Black. Was it Black Christmas?
You're welcome, bitches.
Black Christmas from 1974, 1976, something like that. It's basically like the first slasher movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Inspiration for Halloween, Friday the 13th, shit like that. So
you guys want to talk about D&D at all?
Oh shit!
You more than welcome to, or not, whatever.
We can.
Just throwing it out there is another thing to talk about.
We played some Dungeons and Dragons Saturday.
That was fun.
We got our nerd hats on and pounded it out. That doesn't sound right.
No,
pounded.
I feel like there's connotations that already come with Dungeons and Dragons. You don't need to start adding stuff about a bunch of dudes getting together and pounding it out.
Pounded some giant spiders out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like we're coming
webs.
together as a team better. Not really.
Some
I'm
of
gonna go in
us.
the woods by myself.
Some of us.
Thank God for my high armor class.
Right?
I want to look under the rock.
Job.
Yeah. What's under there?
There's
a hole
in this tree.
Spiders.
I want to put flames down there and then cover the rock back over top of the hole. Them fuckers weren't coming out of there anymore.
No, they weren't. I don't know. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time.
I had a blast.
Yeah, I did too. And I know I was super tired and probably looked cranky, but I was still having fun. I think I was to that point where it was like I wanted it to be over so I could go to sleep, but I didn't want it to be over. And then some things were just like pushing the buttons.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, other than that, I had fun, and I like all of us trying to talk each other down from doing something stupid.
That's been my favorite part.
Fucking Pascal. I want to put my arms around his neck. Like, you haven't even said hi
I want to
yet.
come up behind him and choke him.
Here comes the innocent wagon driver, Rogar. I want to shoot an arrow right next to his head. Rose 1 shoots driver directly between the eyes. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, we made it to we're looking lichens. Is that what we're hunting? Like Chinians?
There's been reports of
They don't think it really is.
But they don't think it really is because there haven't been any sightings on the mainland in ages.
And there's a possibility something shady's going down with Rogar and some people following him.
The assassins,
I'd forgotten about that.
As the world turns.
Man
These
of
are
many
the days of our
enemies.
lives.
I stand by 100%. This is a game I would never have played when I was a kid, and I'm a worse person because of it. Because I wish I'd have started this shit a long time ago. So,
yeah, I wish I would have stayed with it. Yep, I definitely wish I would have stayed with it.
But we are now.
That's right. Everybody should play it once in their lifetime.
Quit shaming your D&D nerds, guys.
Yeah,
actually fun. Anyway, moving on. What else we got?
That's it. I mean, Belinda wanted me to remind everybody that the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six fucking I already forgot what the
quarantine.
Rainbow Six quarantine.
Yeah, 2020. I don't know. She's just excited for it. She liked Rainbow Six, so she wanted me to mention it. That 2020 quarantine comes out. Looks like some kind of zombie mode that you can play with your friends.
Interesting.
So we'll see how that goes.
The free to play?
Doubtful.
Doubt it. I just want Vegas to come back. I want Rainbow Six Vegas reboot. That's would be the best thing that could ever happen for me. Ever. I don't want this.
Get that raging bull.
But that's what people
just run around with the raging bull all the time.
Ban the frag grenades. No explosives. Pistols only. No crouching. No shields.
No laying up against that chip cart and disappearing while you walk around shooting people that they can't see you.
No holding doors closed so that the enemy can't get out.
That was
it wasn't get out.
Changed.
That was to get in, so
Whatever.
we could have our Patrick Swayze dance studio.
Whatever works.
Studio.
All right. Well,
Patrick Swayze.
I know Nugget does the wacky wild news, and I'm gonna let you finish, Nugget. But I got a couple stories as well.
All right.
Cops suspended. This is obviously in Florida. After he arrests a 6 and 8-year-old in separate incidents. An Orlando police officer was suspended after he arrested a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old in separate incidents at their schools. The cop busted the 6-year-old girl for battery after throwing a tantrum and kicking another student. The reason for the arrest and the gender of the 8-year-old were not released. Both children were processed at the Juvenile Assessment Center where they were cuffed and fingerprinted before being released to a family member. Officer Dennis Turner remains on suspension pending the outcome of an internal investigation. According to department policies, an officer is required to get the approval of the watch commander before arresting anyone under the age of 12, and he allegedly did not adhere to the policy during either arrest. Are you really going to arrest a 6 or an 8-year-old for anything? He got fired, Husker? Probably should have.
Right.
And then
I would go out on a limb and say these were probably disadvantaged youths.
Regardless. Disadvantaged cop, apparently. Jesus Christ,
Right.
man. I mean, even if they're like some of the worst of the worst, arresting them like a 6-year-old's going to understand the process and how, that's crime and punishment, it's just, whatever. Neil Armstrong knew what was best. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Keep your giant leaps, guys. Don't take the small steps. A new study claims that a reliable sign of predicting erectile dysfunction in men is the length of their steps. The study found that men who take small steps were 40% more likely to have erectile dysfunction. Science is believed because men have their weak... What? Who the fuck wrote this? Science is believed is because these men have weaker pelvic muscles. Whatever. So smaller steps equals weaker.
Around like a goddamn Sasquatch.
Right? Just basically do lunges, man.
Yeah.
The researchers measured the stride and length and the height of steps taken by men while walking. They believe pelvic muscle strength plays a key role in the ability to get and maintain an erection. They believe that stride length might correlate with better blood vessel functioning. So, take big steps, guys. Take big steps.
Thanks, Neil.
And lastly for me, and then I'm going to turn it over to Nugget. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Put your ass into it.
You're back into it. So, if anybody hasn't seen this...
Raheem Blackshear.
Whoa, hold on, Raheem. We're not ready. You shut your mouth.
Raheem Blackshear.
Stop it! Anyway, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, so I'll just let you know ahead of time.
See it, but I can't hear it.
Okay. Basically, touchdown celebration, a lineman gets so excited that he punches the dog shit out of his quarterback right in the face. It was one of the funniest things I saw this weekend. Just watch this.
Backfield with Sikowski. The linebackers, Lamont and Sparacio, are in there on Pacheco. This pass complete. Blackshear into the clear. Sprinting. Raheem Blackshear won't be caught. Touchdown. Coast to coast. Coast to coast. Raheem Blackshear.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, he knocked the dog shit out of him.
Right?
And I thought that was funny. And now Nugget.
This video is brought to you by...
Shut up. Not you.
Wow. Yeah, Nugget, now you
my
shut up.
YouTube's over here running its mouth. All right, go ahead, take it away, sir.
Yeah, so my weird and wacky news, I just pulled up what Zach was talking about to us earlier. If you guys didn't know, there was a documentary on BBC, and they showed that, that
BBC. BBC.
getting high by keeping pufferfish in their mouths, and I guess causing them stress, so they would release some. I'm assuming some kind of chemical.
Made me ink.
And so the dolphins were seen coming up to the top of the water. They would put their snouts out of the water and just sit there, and also just stare at their reflection for like hours at a time.
Yeah.
Like they're saying it's very intoxicating, and they called it like a trance-like state.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like THC for the dolphins.
Yeah.
And they said that they were mostly teenage male dolphins that got kicked out of their pods for acting up.
So they
just band together and get fucked up chewing on pufferfish.
They need to call that cop from Orlando to come arrest those teenage male dolphins.
But apparently the pufferfish survive these things. They don't actually hurt the pufferfish. They just kind of chew on their skin a little bit and spit them back out, and the pufferfish go on their way.
Yeah. I had actually, when you said that, I had heard that before. I probably watched the BBC thing about it, because Belinda's heavy into all the like Earths and planets and all that.
Yeah.
Documentary stuff. Yeah. So that's all. I just thought that was pretty funny, getting high off some pufferfish. But yeah, they just let them go and they just swim off. Like, see you.
That's awesome.
Thanks for the drug-induced high.
Thanks for getting me high, pufferfish. See you next week. Shit.
All right, you a-holes. So that's it. I gave you guys another week of doing your homework. So
you do your homework. Don't you spin this around on the chat. You do your homework.
If the chat would have just watched the movie, I wouldn't have had to done that.
That's right. That's what it is. Nobody in chat watched the movie, so Nugget decided
I might have to watch this movie again. It's been so long.
I will.
I'm not watching it again. I remember it just fine. Just fine. All right, guys. I think we're done then.
I think we're done.
All right, so we're going to talk about Black Christmas, guys, next Tuesday. Tuesday still good, everybody? Everybody can be here, maybe? Yeah, cool. All right, so next Tuesday, 10 p.m., guys, we will have another episode. We will be discussing Black Christmas at length, and we will also be picking a new movie. So keep your suggestions coming on Twitter. I'd like to know what everybody wants to make us watch, because somebody here gets to pick one. Who gets to pick? Who's not? Pascal's definitely not picking,
we're all
right?
Still in the running except for Pascal.
No, I think it's me and you, TJ. So I think 4 Rooms was Wes, then Black Christmas, and then it's you and me.
Gotcha.
So not only do you have to do double homework, you have to figure out what you're gonna make us watch if you win, and you have to watch the movie.
Oh, I got a list already written down over here of movies that we're watching if I win. So.
Oh, that reminds me too. I want to take suggestions from you guys. I just finished Superstore, so I need a new show to watch, and I'm
Marianne.
Well, Netflix. I'm thinking. I think I need to catch up on The Walking Dead, but the last time I tried that, it was just kind of boring for me. So that I can learn to differentiate Dutch Japanese from German Japanese.
Yeah.
That's going to be difficult. Or whatever. They said 4 languages. I can't remember.
Dutch.
But, and they just bring Rick back.
Guten Tag.
You never know,
Guten
Texas. Gunta, what? All right. Well, guys, I am going to get out of here. Thanks, chat, for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Are you playing Madden for everyone?
I'm going to be playing something. Yeah, I'll be back live to play some games here in about 15 minutes. So if you do go somewhere, make sure you come right back. Go get you a sandwich, guys. Other than that, we are out. We'll see you guys next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Tone wanted to know why Rick left. He's making a movie, a Walking Dead movie. Bye.
Bye.